Drones are getting smaller. Technology so advanced, you won't even know they're watching. Until it's too late.
They're flying over your trench before you've even clocked them. They see you, they follow you, and they don't sleep. I'm Phil Campion, former UKSF, and this is the tactical truth. And quickly, before we dive in, a reality check. Most of you watching this still haven't subscribed. Sort it out. It helps more than you know, and it keeps us independent. Now, let's take a look at what's being said in the MSN. Okay, so 5 or 6 years ago, this is what we were seeing on our television screens. This is made up, all right? This isn't real. Let's have a quick butchers at this.
It allows you to separate the bad guys from the good. It's a big deal.
It's
but we
a
have
big
something
deal.
Much bigger.
Here we go. This was sort of like a concept in the making.
Your kid.
Now, I do remember watching this thinking, wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But as you know, all this stuff that sort of like is in film form 5, 10, 15 years ago all comes to fruition at some stage, doesn't it? Night vision. You know where we're going, don't we? Thermal vision, night vision, drones.
Probably have one of these.
To have been thinking like this to make a film, other people must have been thinking about this to make it reality. And that's where we are.
Right? Not quite. Hell of a pilot? No. That skill is all AI.
AI. How big is AI? How big is AI going to get? It's huge. It's another show. It's another complete thing, AI. We will touch it, but not in this one. We'll just sort of like, yeah, here we go.
It's flying itself. Its processor can react 100 times faster than a human.
Now, that's worth knowing, isn't it? You know what I mean? His processor can act 100 times quicker than I can.
The stochastic motion is an anti-sniper feature. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition.
And that's right, isn't it? I mean, off the shelves, I can already buy a drone that fits into the palm of my hand, and I can just launch, and it will hover about, and it will fly, and it will come back on request, and all that sort of stuff. I can do that already. I can buy one of them now.
Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive.
Now, once you start weaponizing stuff, that is a different ballgame, isn't it?
This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. They used to say guns don't kill people. People do. Well, people don't. They get emotional, disobey orders, aim
Oh, not everybody.
high. Let's watch the weapons make the decisions.
But this is what he's getting at. This is proper brutal.
Trust me, these were all bad guys. Now that is an airstrike of surgical precision.
There you go, impressive stuff. 6 years ago, sat there on your sofa thinking, wow. Has it happened? Is it happening now? Fucking is.
Researchers at China's National University of Defense Technology showed off the microdrone during a state television broadcast. The tiny unmanned aircraft fits between 2 fingers. It flies using a pair of flapping, leaf-shaped wings and can perch using 3 hair-thin landing legs.
That is crazy. Look at the size of that thing. And another thing that goes through the back of my mind straight here is if they're showing you that on TV now, think about what they've got developing or already on the shelves elsewhere that they don't want you to see.
claim is the drone's compact size allows it to stay hidden while gathering intelligence in urban or sensitive environments. The drone packs power systems, sensors, and control circuits into its tiny frame.
Imagine the infiltration with that. Imagine what you could do with it. Now people are going to argue, well, you couldn't weaponize that. I bet you could. I bet you could put a little pin on it and put a little drop of nerve agent on there. Yeah, you could, couldn't you? Yeah. All these systems are only as lethal as the person who's loading it up behind them. Do you know what I mean? And then let AI take over. Jobs are good, isn't it?
Pushing the limits of micro-robotic engineering. China's new micro-drone joins a growing global race to field micro-UAVs. Norway's Black Hornet, widely used by Western militaries, offers a palm-sized platform. The latest Black Hornet 4 features enhanced battery life, improved wind resistance, and a longer range.
What a great bit of kit. What an absolutely superb piece of kit. Forget about having to crawl down to some gully, risking yourself on minefields and all that sort of stuff. How about getting nice and high, looking across, identifying where it is, and then sneaking up with this before you've even had to put a boot on the ground?
Earning a U.S. Defense Department Blue UAS Refresh Award this year.
The Black Hornet drone, developed by FLIR Systems, is a breakthrough in micro-drone technology. It measures just a few inches in size and weighs less than a couple of ounces. But don't let its small stature deceive you. This little drone packs an enormous amount of power and versatility. Now let's dive into the key features that make the Black Hornet drone so impressive.
Come on, then, let's hear them. What is it that makes this so impressive?
Size and portability.
Hugely important. Size and portability are hugely important on a battlefield now where soldiers are carrying more batteries, more kit, more tech, more this, more that, and you still want your quota of ammunition, water rations, all the rest of the stuff, don't you? So size with everything is always a huge deal.
The Black Hornet drone's small size allows it to be easily carried in a soldier's pocket, making it a valuable asset in tactical missions and reconnaissance operations.
There you go. Replace can of monster. Insert tactical drone on your scoff belt.
The Black Hornet is a squad and platoon UAS asset that can be employed for reconnaissance on the battlefield.
That's on a Green Army level. Think about SF, what they could be doing.
At the core of the Black Hornet drone lies an extraordinary feat of miniaturization. The drones measure around 16 by 2.5 centimeters and provide troops on the ground with local situational awareness. They're small enough to fit in one hand and weigh 18 grams with batteries. The science behind its small stature involves cutting-edge engineering techniques, advanced materials, and precision manufacturing.
There you go, and that's being worked on all the time, isn't it? So things are getting smaller and smaller. Technology is becoming more advanced. That means circuit boards can be smaller, composite materials can be lighter, all that sort of good stuff. Battery lives will be longer.
Shrinking components without compromising performance requires an intricate understanding of material science, microelectronics, and aerodynamics.
Right, we've just seen what the press are saying. But here's our summary. Microdrones are the grim little bastards nobody saw coming. And now, they're fucking everywhere. They don't need a runway. They don't need a pilot. And they definitely don't need your permission. We're not talking about off-the-shelf DJR drones from Curry's being turned into weapons of war. We've seen those used in Ukraine. They're the great leveler. A few £100 drones knocking out $1 million tanks. In Gaza, they're dropping bomblets into windows and trenches. In China, they're testing autonomous swarms with no human pilot in the loop. But those are just the visible ones. The ones you can still see, hear, and maybe shoot down if you're lucky. Let's get real. The real threat now is smaller, smarter, and silent. We're talking insect-sized killers. Chinese military has unveiled mosquito-class drones, just 2 centimeters long and weighing 0.3 of a gram, flapping their wings 500 times per second. These things can perch on wires, recharge off of static electricity, and they can send back live footage while you're none the wiser. Harvard's Robot Bee and UPenn's Piscalissimo just show how tiny this tech can go. Sub-gram drones with gram-level payloads. Enough for a camera, a close dose of nerve agent, or a small explosive designed to take out one target using AI facial recognition. A soldier, a civilian of interest, or even a politician. They're not drones with payloads. They are the payload. 1 gram of explosive, 1 drop of agent, 1 name on the list. You won't even see it coming. You won't hear it, you won't see it buzzing, and the time it lands is your fate already sealed. Some of these things crawl, hover, glide, and recharge off of ambient power. They don't need to cause chaos. They're there to observe, identify, and kill. This isn't battlefield air support, it's targeted assassination at insect scale. They drown in a glass of water, but could get through a crack in the bunker door. And they're already operational in testing zones. That's the part nobody wants to admit. Until next time, stay safe and make sure you stay well out of the way of anything that buzzes in your ear. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and come on, get involved.